Hi everyone.
Hi,
This is Juliet here again, the second time this day. We've had such an amazing day. We're here on the pre and perinatal trauma skills training. Let me rephrase that. Module 5, it's pre and perinatal trauma healing on this module. And it's part of the 6 module long, over a course of a year, trauma skills training for people who are working as carers or have some kind of professional role in that kind of industry. Yeah.
Yep, we are here in Glastonbury.
Here in Glastonbury, and I'm here with Gina, and we're just amazingly excited. Everybody has just left, and Gina said, I'd really like to do a video before I leave, and I thought that was a really great opportunity because anyone who's been following me knows that I have just been to Egypt. Been to Egypt with Gina. Oh my God, and it was such an amazing experience. It gave me such a huge wealth of experience, totally way beyond anything that I ever anticipated. And do you know something, that every night since I've been back, I've been researching ancient Egypt?
Yeah, it's fantastic.
Yeah.
So have I.
Have you really?
Yeah, I have.
Oh my
It's
God.
like, it was...
Hi.
Who's it? Oh, hi.
Hi. I've been looking at all the different temples and all the research, and it's like we had such a wealth of information on that trip.
We did. We had the most extraordinary guide, and we got just so many downloads. We got loads of information. Each day really built upon the next one, didn't it? It really was. Egypt was the gift that kept on giving. I have never been on a trip quite like it. It was phenomenal. The warmth of the people, the fabulous food that we had, the things that we learned. I mean, we had an amazing guide. We stayed at some beautiful places. The boat was amazing. And your testimonial on the Hadil is on my Facebook page now.
We posted earlier.
Yeah.
Culminating in that experience in the Great Pyramid.
Oh my God.
And
that was just mind-blowing.
It was totally mind-blowing.
Yeah.
I could never have imagined that I would be there. And my sense when I was in the Great Pyramid was like there was this download of energies, and for me it felt like the pyramid is very much about bringing down the divine power into manifestation to make concrete, to make physical in the physical realms. And it was like I was really tuning into that power to bring it into myself, because I'm on a really big mission, and it's like how do I do this mission of healing the trauma on the planet? And that's what I'm stuck on. This is what I have to do, and it's like God has helped me. God helped me for this mission. And it's like in the Great Pyramid I was just like really tuning in. Please give me whatever I need in order to bring peace on earth, because I have been so troubled since being a tiny child by all the war and all the distress on this planet. So if I can make one little bit of difference to what's happening on this planet, and the Great Pyramid was the big opportunity to do that. And as well as the trip being a way of actually really nourishing myself, because the piece that I've got is that if we're going to heal, we have to work on ourselves. We really have to heal ourselves, and we have to give first. We have to give everything that we can to ourselves in order to make that happen. And gradually over the years I've turned from this like poverty-stricken, poverty-conscious waif. I was
to the Four Seasons, Julia.
Yeah, to the Four Seasons Hotel. I was homeless and pregnant when I came to Glastonbury in 1984, and since that time I've brought about tremendous changes. And do not get stuck in poverty consciousness. Because we are what we create. And being in the Great Pyramid really supported this and gave me the energy to step yet another step on my journey and harness those powers, if you like, really open up the connection to my divinity.
And you were in the sarcophagus as well. We got you in there quickly.
I got in the sarcophagus. Yeah. Oh my God.
Then we were caught, but then you had a second go, so
Yes.
it was fantastic.
It was really funny. It's like,
Yeah.
Juliet, you can lie in the
Quick, get
sarcophagus
in
to
there now.
meditate. And I got in there and it's like, quick, get out. The guard is coming because they don't like you getting in the sarcophagus,
No, they don't.
even though they gave us a 2-hour private viewing. So
Yeah,
then I jumped out and the guard came in and laughed and said, it's okay.
yeah, it was a comedy moment.
It was a comedy moment. But that is, it's like I take those experiences and I kind of embody them. I get
Yeah.
them as part of myself.
Mhm.
And that's like the launch pad, if you like. And that's the energy I was able to bring this weekend to hold in the space for Module 5, which is also very much like being in the pyramid, because Module 5 is all about bringing this opening up the connection to our divine selves and just dissolving away all those blockages that happened in our incarnation journey, in our embodiment journey, and seeing the real thing, just letting go of the storyline.
Letting go of the storyline,
Yeah.
absolutely. Because we've all seen that today. I mean, just how much life force can be released when we go back and do the repatterning, and when we change that story. We've all made up stories in relation to love. We've all been wounded in relation to love, and we've also made up stories about our relationship with our mother and father, you know, right from the beginning. So to go through that process, you know, we had a little kind of, just some, I won't say what the processes were because I don't want to spoil it for people doing the course next year, but suffice to say, very, very powerful exercises that have really not only released life force within me, but also made me really, really assess my relationship with my own parents, and to really acknowledge the fact that I was really loved and welcomed into that space in a way that I didn't fully realise before. So, you know, much gratitude to my parents. They're not on Facebook or any of social media, but I'm just going to put it out there to even Daja, like, I'm so grateful for you, to you, for giving me life. You know, it's such a gift to be here. I think that's what we all felt today. And this work, Juliet, is so important. And I can really feel post-Egypt, your energy is very different. It's like you're very grounded. It's like that Sekhmet energy is coming and going, bam, okay, on with it now, on with it.
On with it.
And you're supported now. It's not like you're doing it on your own. You have support of all these, every temple that we went to, all those gods are now within you, helping you and working with you.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just, Egypt is incredible. There's no place like it.
Yeah, I'm really feeling that, feeling that connection. Yeah.
It's very, very powerful.
So it is really, really profound. It's like, yeah.
It is. We were very blessed.
So everybody this weekend is left now on such a high wave of energy. I mean, this training is like, first of all, people come in a bit like fearful, what's this about? And then we start giving people tools about how to get in touch with their bodies and build a connection with the bodies and with their bodies, and how to use that, and then ultimately to really begin to connect into the true, authentic story. And when we're traumatized, we get very fixated on those points where things didn't work out, and we build the storyline around it, and often we're blaming our parents.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Often.
Or our
external
spouse.
circumstances.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But when we free up the energy of trauma, then it's absolutely tremendous.
Yeah, it is. And also it makes me realise that we don't have to have certain external conditions in place for us still to create or to live fully. You know, we don't have to have that. We can create in spite of what's happened to us. We can live more fully in spite of what's happened to us, in spite of the story. And one of the major things I've learned with you is just to manage my state through my breath. You know, you've been teaching us these simple but really profound exercises using our breath to really change our state when we're triggered, because we're always going to be triggered. That won't stop, but it's how we deal with that triggering and not take everything so personally.
Yeah, not to identify with that, but know that we have tools to actually manage our nervous system and keep our nervous system calm, because trauma is a physical condition Yeah, it's not just an emotional thing, it's physical, and the breath is the key to actually helping the autonomic nervous system to settle and to feel all right again. And when your nervous system is in the right state, then your emotions are very different. Everything is very different.
Everything's different, and that came up for me definitely in Egypt. I think using the tools, and I did that a lot because it was like a major trip. It was the first time I've taken a group to Egypt, and of course everyone's stuff came up. We were all triggered by the external, by each other, and lots of things were kicking off. But I managed, for the most part, to use what you had taught me to deal with my own state, and it was incredibly useful. I mean, really, it changed the whole... it was just phenomenal, really. I was able to manage my state and manage my triggering.
Yeah.
And not, there wasn't death on the Nile.
No.
Thank God there were no deaths on the Nile.
There was a lot of fun on the Nile.
There was a lot of fun on the Nile, and we had a lot of fun as well. There's a lot of learning, and it was, I think Rachel said, it was like a masterclass in many ways. It was. We all learnt so much.
Yeah.
I mean, I still kind of feel I'm there, really.
Yeah.
So I definitely will be organising a trip next year.
Yeah, yeah, that's really great. And yes, take this opportunity that Gina's offering. It's absolutely life-changing and incredible. So managing your state is really important. But what's also important, it's like how out of the trauma work that you actually and mentoring work that you did, that you actually got to the position where you felt like I can do this thing. I can organise a trip to Egypt. It was like a really big shift that you could do that, and it manifested way beyond. Yeah,
it was incredible. I mean, really, I think that as anyone knows that's had an idea and then somehow the universe conspires to help you and the right elements come in, and for me it was just about having faith. I had to let go of a lot of control around it because I realised I couldn't control lots of the elements. I was working with people who were based in Egypt. I didn't go out there to do a recce, so it taught me a lot about trusting and also asking for help, which often I haven't done before, and the importance of asking for help and not being a lone ranger, but really trusting, because the itinerary changed a little bit, things changed. But yeah, I'm very, very proud of myself that I had the idea. Rachel helped me a lot, you helped me obviously a lot as well, to create it. And it's the start of lots of adventures I'll be taking people on,
Yeah. So when we heal our trauma and we realise that we're so powerful, our imagination is so powerful, and if we can give rein to our imagination and step into our wildest dreams, we can create heaven on earth. We can create amazing, amazing circumstances, and we do not have to live in the hell realms of poverty, hate, disconnection, that bleak, grey world. That it's down to us, that we have this power within us to do that, and it's just about healing our trauma, removing those obstructions from our psyche and healing our nervous system.
I think that's the key, really, because then it's like I definitely feel, especially after this weekend, more access to my life force and more confident, and I felt that gradually each module builds on the preceding module. So if you had taken a picture of all of us when we first started and a photograph now, we look totally different people. And, my life has certainly changed a great deal. My relationships are better. My relationship with myself is a lot better. More loving and compassionate. And definitely a lot more patience with myself and others, which I really, that wasn't one of my strong suits before. Yeah, I was really very, very impatient. So I hired Juliet's going to be running the course again next year, and you can find details at Healing Waters on your Facebook page and your website. And I highly, highly recommend it. You don't have to be a therapist or working in the therapeutic realm to get the benefit of this. I will use it with clients, but I really started this whole journey for myself, and to really heal heal those aspects within myself and kind of collect those parts of me that I had abandoned through shame or guilt. And it's very much, for me personally, been a journey of soul retrieval. It really has. Yeah. Because I think once we feel more whole within ourselves, we're less likely to go out to, other beggars cap in hand saying, help me, you fulfill me, or you complete me, which never ever works. It's a recipe for disaster. So I feel more grounded. I feel more in my body now. I feel like it's safer to be here in my body, which is phenomenal. So many, if you talk to anyone else that's done this course, they'll tell you similar stories. So I highly, highly recommend doing this for yourself. It's an absolute gift for yourself. And not only for yourself, it has, massive impact on your loved ones, your friends, your family, your work colleagues, and also people you've yet to meet. You'll be rewriting the story of your life. That is the bottom line.
Yeah. So healing the trauma of the planet is starting right here, right now. And every one of us that heals, then it immediately has a ripple out to those people, to our loved ones and those we don't love even, and further out. So it is really, really important work. It's cutting edge work. And so I invite everybody to join me. And my mission is to train up a whole tribe of emissaries that are carrying trauma-informed services and consultancy out into the world, so we can transform all those sectors, all those places where at the moment there's disconnection and pain and war and abuse and all those horrible things that nobody's going to want to do that once they're healed from trauma.
It's very, very powerful, and it has to start from within. I think, you can get into the rescuer, victim, persecutor dynamic, and we all play those roles at certain times, but there's really no need to do that. It's like taking responsibility for ourselves, but it really has to start from within, and I think that's the greatest gift. It's like, I think often as women as well, we've been conditioned to think, but if we put ourselves first, that there's something inherently selfish about that, which is so obviously not true. The work has to start from within.
Yeah, we have to put ourselves first. We have to nourish ourselves, heal ourselves, resource ourselves. Those are the keys to healing. Yeah, that's the fundamental key to healing trauma. Yeah, so that's not a selfish thing. It has to happen that way. And that's the feminine pathway.
Yeah, it is, absolutely. I noticed in Egypt you did that, resourcing yourself, if you needed time away, it wasn't about asking permission, it was saying, well, this is what I need for myself, and what's best for us, invariably, is best for others. So it's very, very important.
Which is how we run the trainings. Everybody does what is right for themselves.
It is. It's extraordinary, really, and I think the results speak for themselves. We can see the changes in everyone's life that's been on this module, and it is, and will continue to be life-changing for me. So I'm very grateful to you. Thank you so much.
Yay, I'm grateful to you as well. Yeah,
thank you so much, Juliet.
Thank you, and thank you for listening. And I am putting forward the advanced training as well, so this year is the touch-in. You can do it as a complete year in itself, but if you want to go deeper and acquire more skills and to be equipped to become an emissary of trauma-informed healing to the planet, then that advanced training is there as well, especially for my past students.
Fantastic.
To listen.
Yeah. Well, I look forward to learning more about that.
Yeah. So we'll let you go. Thank you for listening to me twice in one day.
Thank you.
Please share. Please take care of yourselves. Have a lovely evening. Goddess bless you. What's an Egyptian blessing?
Oh, I don't know. All I can think is yalla, which means let's go.
Oh,
but maybe we'll say yalla then. Let's go.
Let's go. May the wings of Isis.
Yes, and Sekhmet and Ra.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, lots of love,
And Horus.
everyone. And Horus.
Yes.
All of them. Let's bring them all in.
And Hathor.
Oh, Hathor, yeah. Fun, joy, dancing, and all that stuff.
Yeah.
All the goodies, all the good stuff. Joy, joy,
Yeah.
joy.
Joy, joy, joy.
Yeah.
Wishing you lots of bliss and joy.
Yes.
Mwah.
Bye.
Bye.